Let us take an example and try to understand active mindfulness. Active mindfulness is that in which you need to use your understanding to detach from the object under focus, object of mindfulness. When you are watching your breathing, that is passive mindfulness. Your mind is observing the breathing. But when you are watching your feelings, a simultaneous detachment, renunciation from that feeling also ought to take place in order to have full detachment, full mindfulness. So let us take an example. One question is asked, my daughter is cranky and she does not behave well with her children because she is divorced and she has a lot of burden of family, of life on her shoulder. Now, mindfulness would mean the first step, you know that my daughter is cranky is a thought arising in your mind, and there are certain hidden feelings also in this thought. There are certain causal feelings, there are certain consequential feelings. When I asked the questioner, what are your likes and dislikes? She said, I like my daughter to be happy. I dislike my daughter to be unhappy, cranky. I dislike that she does not behave well with her children. She does love them, but the burden of work is so much on her shoulders, the pressure is so much that she is not able to remain happy and express her love. I would like that she would be able to express her love. I would like that she behave well with her children. I dislike that she does not do it. Now we need to observe when we are working on this thought that this is a mental formation in our own minds. In your meditation, you are detaching from a mental formation, a manovritti that is arising in your own mind, a cloud that is arising in your own mind. Because you yourself want to be peaceful. You yourself want to be fulfilled. You yourself want to be very loving and compassionate. You want your whole being get filled with peace and love and freedom from negative feelings, freedom from restlessness. So once you come to understand that these are the likes and dislikes, and at the same time you understand that peace and love are priorities for you, they may not be priorities for your daughter. They are priorities for you. Then you need to ask, what are the consequential feelings? Your mind may say sadness, helplessness. I tell her, but she does not listen. I am helpless. She shouts back at me. I cannot help it. So, sadness, helplessness, and sometimes irritation, and a few times anger. So, your mind is creating sadness, anger, helplessness, irritation as a consequence of another mental formation, liking, disliking, desiring, expecting. So, if you want to be peaceful and loving, can it be done keeping the causal feelings alive in your mind? You have to ask yourself. So, this is active mindfulness. You know that there is negativity in your mind, you want to remove it. You go to the roots of the negativity and you detach from the roots of the negativity. Then you ask yourself, if I detach, if I let go of my negativity, how would I feel? If I let go of my likes and dislikes and anger, sadness, irritation, how would I feel? Your mind will spontaneously become restful. Your mind will spontaneously become mindful, get centered in the moment. You will be able to watch your breath. That turmoil, that sadness in the background will disappear immediately. It may not last because you, despite understanding that you want peace and love, your attachment with your daughter comes back within no time and your causal consequential feelings take over again. Then you have to do the work again. You have to do the work again and again and again until these clouds disappear for good. Until these clouds disappear for good, which means it can be a lifelong work. You may have to do it day in and day out. Now, please sit down with your eyes closed and back straight. Close your eyes. Keep your back straight and watch your feelings. Any thought that arises in your head will have causal and consequential feelings, weak or strong, embedded in the thought. So the thought arises, you get lost in it. After a while, you come back to your senses, get back your awareness. You realize that this was the thought, this was the cloud that appeared on your mental horizon. Keep that thought in front of you and ask, what are the causal feelings hidden in this thought? That is, what are the likes and dislikes? You may use a notebook and write down all the sets of likes and dislikes. It is helpful to write down in the initial stages of the practice, especially. You write down and then you ask, What are the other feelings arising? Consequential ones. Thirdly, do I want to be peaceful? Do I really want to be peaceful? Is it truly a priority for me? And loving and free? Fourthly, keeping my attachment with my causal feelings, can I ever be peaceful? And then the implications. Suppose I let go of the likes and dislikes, how would I feel? If I have to choose between likes, dislikes on one hand and peace and love and freedom on the other, what will I choose? Please understand that it does not mean that your love for your daughter will diminish when you do the work. It will rather bloom, but it will also have detachment to support you. You will be able to attach at a moment's notice as well as detach at a moment's notice. It is your daughter's life. You are concerned. You love her. But that concern and love ought not to turn into a cause of restlessness and worries and stress for you. Otherwise, you will be good for nothing. You will not be able to help her well. Your help will be mere pampering, mere doting, mere remaining sad, mere getting irritated. That's not help. The biggest help would be you centered, you mindful, you loving, you detached, you compassionate, you understanding. When we live our life that way, it becomes an inspiration for those around us. When they see us, they feel good that they have somebody so strong to look up to get inspiration from. Unconsciously, you start influencing their minds. And at the same time, when they ask for advice, your words carry weightage. They are listened to. When you are irritated and speaking, you are not leaving any mark on the minds of others. When you are peaceful, mindful, knowledgeable, wise, and from that platform when you speak, it changes people. They will listen to you. So please do this exercise for about 20 minutes. Tomorrow we will proceed further with the understanding of mindfulness. Thank you so much. Bless you, bless you, bless you. While doing the work, if you have questions, please write down in the comments section. I will try my best to answer them. Thank you. Love you so much.